Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Let's get this music turned down. Where's this music coming from? Nobody knows. Quiet, quiet. Ooh, it is loud. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. I am not prepared, but also I don't know how long the internet will last, so I wanted to pop on and say hello. Because tomorrow is usually my stream time, which it hasn't been lately due to many unforeseen circumstances. Um, but I wanted to try to pop over and say hello. Oh, for Pete's sake, let's at least get our Twitch chat going, just so I can at least see that. And we'll turn it down. Oh, and the Overwatch stuff is happening right now. It's the worst. I'm picking terrible times. But hi, my name is Christy, Switzerlandia. If this is your first time here, this is kind of a crazy little stream for me. I'm gonna turn off the music because it's super in my ears. Let's go ahead and get that going because I just want to make sure I can see you. Okay. So yeah, hi. This is a little bit of an interesting time for me because I am in an Airbnb, which maybe to a lot of people wouldn't seem like a very big deal, but for me it is because this time 2 years ago, I was like 500 pounds living in a very small place, not in the best headspace, probably on the way out, not to be dramatic, but yeah, it was a heavy time, literally and figuratively. And I kind of thought I was going to be done with life, and stuff happened, and catalysts occurred, and fortunately, I started the journey to getting healthier. And 2 years later, we're down 200 pounds, and it's a lot of changes. One of the things I have an issue with is walking because I have a janky hip, and you weigh a whole bunch of weight, that kind of happens, and osteoarthritis runs in my family, so what you gonna do? But that's something I'll eventually get fixed. But in the meantime, I want to try and live some life, and so as a celebratory thing for losing 200 pounds, I rented a month-long Airbnb, which sounds very fancy, but they actually give you discounts if you stay for a longer period of time. So to kind of prove to myself that I'm getting closer to being normal, I'm doing this, and ooh, it's an adjustment. Oh, I didn't bring Benny with me. Benny's sleeping. I was gonna be like, oh, but I forgot him. Told you I was prepared. Benny, if you don't know, is my little storm chat mascot, and he's usually here to be my hug proxy, so I can hug my chat. But unfortunately, he's not with me right now. But yeah, so we're here at the Airbnb, and it's an adjustment because it's a lot more open space than I'm used to. And one of the things that happened when I was really heavy was I fell, and aside from being very heavy, I had no muscles, and so I didn't so much fall as sink to the ground because I couldn't hold myself up. I just had no strength. And now I have lots of strength because I've been doing, there's a program called DDPY, which is not yoga, but it has some yoga elements in it. It also has dynamic resistance and strength training and things like that. And it's designed to not screw up your body while you're trying to build your body, which is exactly what I needed. And through that, I have developed a good sense of strength in my core, in my arms, in my legs, and I have strength in my body now. But now I'm in the Airbnb, and I'm still afraid of falling because I haven't fallen since I've lost the weight, and because I have the janky hip, I'm a little nervous that that might be something that could happen, and would I be able to get up and all that fun stuff. But it's such a nice feeling, even in the anxiety of the worrying about falling thing. Even in that, it's exciting because it's like I have my own space. I have my own stove. I have a dishwasher, which I have never used a dishwasher in my life. And so That's gonna be special. I might give that a try. I also have. Let me show you this. I feel, you know what I feel like? You know those movies where somebody was frozen in time and then they come back to the world and like they don't know what's going on? That's how I feel because I was in my house for like 6 years, 7 years. Everybody went to COVID and like I'd been doing that for like 4 years already. And so now it's like I'm getting back out and like technology has advanced, like literally, and I don't know how to use things. And so I feel very fish out of water and like I'm trying to figure out how to exist now because like okay, this salt shaker, there's no holes in it. It's like a puzzle box. So I had to text my best friend and be like, "What do I do?" And it turns out it's a grinder. Oh, is this how it goes? We might be learning right now. No, okay, so this is how you fill it. And then you take off the little part on top. And then I guess you just kind of drizzle the salt on top of things because it's like, I don't like it. I'm like an old crotchety old woman. I'm like, what the heck? Change in the ways things are. You're supposed to like grind it, but there's no shaker. Things like that. It's just like, and even like, everything's electronic now. That things that like if you take a cab, it's on an app versus like the last time I took a cab, you paid cash and they only accepted cash. Like it's the world is a changing, and which is great. I'm excited for the world and me and um, part of this whole like streaming thing I'm doing and social media thing I'm doing is because I literally have to relearn how to be alive, which sounds really dramatic but true because I don't know how to do things anymore because I was gone for so long. I know how to be peopling. Like I know how to do this. I know how to talk. I know how to listen. I know how to, love and all of those things. But man, some of the technical stuff, like the real life technical stuff, it's like it's a learning curve. So that's currently where I'm at right now is just trying to figure out life and this is a big step to starting to do that. And I have a bedroom with like I have on my Instagram. I put pictures of it, but there's like sparkly windows. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I can't see who that is, but it's Angel. Hi, Angel. I'm trying to figure out this whole stream thing. We could cut out at any time, just to let you know. Because I do not know how the internet works here. It's kind of spastic. If I touch the computer, basically the Wi-Fi decides to die. So sorry. But so yeah, on my Instagram, I put pictures of the inside of the apartment and stuff. I'm not trying to show my Instagram. That's just where it is. But I have it's like holographic tape that goes like over the window so people can't see in. But when the light comes through, it looks like a stained glass window, which is exactly the kind of thing I wanted for when I get an apartment. So the fact that it was here just makes me happy. And I haven't used the couch yet because I'm a little bit nervous about how I'm going to get out of it because it's very low and very squishy. And my center of gravity is still in the works. um, but yeah, so far it's been really good. I'm excited. And I got a nice shower that's like a walk-in shower. And I'm going to just be, really careful and have like a chair nearby so that I can, hello, hello. I can't see who it is. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm working on it. I promise. But hello, I love you. Thank you for being here. Um, it'll show up eventually. I just have a very slow internet thing going on. So I might not be able to chat as effectively as I would like. But it's really been really nice. And like I said, I'm going to be real careful like with the shower situation and I'm trying to not be anxious because I brought a cane with me, so I'm pimping it. I don't really need it, but I don't know. I feel better having it because I have so much open space, and in the event that I fall or something, I just want to give myself every available, resource to keep myself safe. But I get like this kind of thing. I don't know if you do this, but when I get sick or something happens to me, I like overreact and like I got a bee sting last year How not getting out of my house, I don't know. I don't know if it came in with the groceries or what, but I got a bee sting. And I'm not allergic, but I'm sensitive. And my arm got all swollen and it was awful. And I bought solar cane, I bought aloe, I bought like just truckloads of things that you're supposed to use to like help with these things. I used 20% of it, and by then I was all healed up. But I overreact. When I get sick, I buy like 20 kinds of flu medicine and every soup in the world. Like I just freak out. And so here I am in an environment where it's like I'm a little bit less comfortable. So I'm trying to not be so anxious about like everything being new, you know? And I think I'll get to the point where it's like, okay, Christy, you can walk around and you're not going to have any problems. And, you haven't fallen in the last 2 years. You're probably fine as I get used to like the fact that the floors dip and, rise and all of that stuff. So it's an experience. It's an experience, but it feels good. Like it feels good to be out. Like this is a big step towards normal, like this is a good trial run. And over this month, I'm going to be, calling doctors and insurance stuff to see about getting this hip fixed. And man, once I get that hip fixed, like, and I don't have to worry about that. If I fall down on the ground, I won't care because I will have a functioning hip and I will just be able to get up. And I will be able to rent any apartment that I want. And I won't have to be looking for like no steps or, a safer tub or, like that aren't senior citizen facilities. It's just, it's a lot of changes, and it's interesting and scary and fun, and it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. And, I have a future ahead of me too with, surgeries for getting my skin removed, and not all of it, just the extra. But I have a lot of that. And so there's that whole thing. Hello. Saturday stream indeed. Yes, because tomorrow my brother is coming over and we are going to cook dinner together in my apartment. And I also don't know if who is this? Is this Kino? Hi, Kino. I'm sorry, I haven't got the setup that I can read the chat yet. I'm working on it. But I wanted to give a stream and at least say hello because I've been gone for like 3 weeks due to illness one week, no internet the other week, and now I'm in another place. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and try and make it so this is not loading at all. Trying to make sure that I at least say hello and pop in. But yes, we have gone to we've gone to an Airbnb, and they've given me a responsibility. Are you ready? I don't know if you'll be able to see him. Responsibility to know when and how to water that plant. I should probably name it so that maybe I get like attached to it and like want to like save it, because I'm kind of hoping it's plastic and they just have it there for show, because they did not tell me that I would be responsible for a plant. But hey, a little bit of extra something, so that's good. But yeah, it's a cool thing. One of the things I love, because I used to go to New York and I used to get in hotels and get up to mischief, but like hearing sirens and people running around and like talking and yelling and cursing and yelling and laughing and like just hearing life going on around me has been so nice. I know that's weird to be like happy to hear sirens. I'm not happy for what they're for. I just like the sound of people being around, because I've missed that. Like the last 6 or 7 years, right? I've been inside, and like it was interesting when COVID happened because everybody started having to isolate, and I'd already been doing that for like 4 years, and everybody was freaking out about COVID and saying how unhealthy it was to be inside all by yourself. And I was just like, yeah, that's true. And so here I am trying to uncovid myself pre-COVID and now post-COVID. It's like figuring out how to go back out into the world. And it's interesting now because people kind of understand that. Like people know what it's like to be isolated and what it feels like to be away from everybody and have to reintegrate. So I'm hoping as I go back into the world, like I'll be met with some grace and patience because I feel like I don't know anything. Like I even trying to get into this building, like there was like a little lockbox and stuff, like to all this technology that has surpassed me because it used to just be you get a key, you go in, and now it's like, no, we have this thing you have to type in, and I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm excited because even though it's a lot of fun things to learn, you know? Like and this is my plan, just to tell you. My plan is this is get my hip fixed, get an apartment, and then start doing stuff because I love like I want to go to the zoo. I want to get a membership to the zoo and just go to the zoo all the time and pet animals and go to aquariums. And like I live near Milwaukee, and Milwaukee has a beautiful museum, and they have a place where you can go and pet seals. Like I'm going to go do stuff and maybe document it and just call it like learning to life or something, or like go get my like you go to the makeup people and they tell you like if you're a summer or a fall or whatever. I'm gonna go find that out and get that done for the first time because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I have a video, maybe I'll share it sometime. It was about a year ago. I wore makeup for the first time in like 15 years, and I mean I was still not great at it, but back it was really really red lips, really really bright eyes. It was just like woo. I kind of vibe with it still because I love a bold red lip. I just don't have one on today. Um, but like go and get my hair cut in a way that's flattering or whatever, because this is a wig, right? Because during the times, the before times when I was not doing great, I used to have very long hair, longer than this, and I would just tie it on top of my head because I was so depressed and sick. It was like I didn't have the energy to do anything with it. And so I one day just decided, you know what? Every time I have this hair, if I take it down to brush it or wash it, it's just a tangled, gnarled mess, and I'm tired of it. And I was so depressed, I was whatever. So I just took scissors, and I don't mean cut it, I mean cut it. Because I was pretty convinced I was going to die, and I was just like, whatever, I don't need hair. Like, that's how bad things were. It was bad. And now my hair is done. Like, my real hair is about to here. So we've been healing for this amount of time. But I want to go get my hair cut and like get it, like have like a real haircut that's like a cute haircut that says, "You're alive, you're not going to die." And this sounds really morbid, and I hope it doesn't sound like too morbid, because this is like a hopeful thing. Like this like I I struggle with like trying to be honest and feeling like the truth is too dramatic to share with people, and people will think it's like, I don't know, me just attention seeking or something. Like I really do struggle with that, because now it's like, 200 pounds lost, that gets to be very dramatic in itself. And so the situation that got you there is dramatic. And a lot of people will be like, let me share my traumas with you. Let me show like my whole body. And I'm not really that. Like I don't talk about like the reasons I ended up that weight. I don't talk like really show my body very much. I'm very much just kind of hanging out right up here. Eventually, maybe I'll do body stuff, maybe once things are a little bit more, um, you know, hopeful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I do worry about it because it's like my body right now looks like a melted candle. Because I mean, okay, imagine you're 500 pounds. So I used to take up like this much more space. So my skin is like, for example, I will show you this. Okay, so this is an example. And I would not have done this even like a couple of months ago. But so this is my arm. My arm is actually this size, but this is all the loose skin. But also, let me show you when I was talking about having muscles. Watch, right? Which is the camera? Okay, so like right here. That is my muscle because I've been working out. But my whole body is like this. So you can understand why I'm Twitch chatting or doing Twitches and trying to raise money, because eventually oh, that's got to get fixed. I don't really care about the arms so much, but like the stomach and the legs and all of that to try and like walk and move and live. I have to get that fixed. So it's a dramatic situation. And my friend Justin Dobbins, I don't know if you've seen him, he's one of the just most inspirational people. He's lost like 400 pounds. He just got his, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the getting rid of the belly. And watching him like heal and go through the process is both terrifying for me and inspirational, because it's like, I'm going to have to do that someday and it's going to friggin' hurt. And one of the things that's interesting about losing this much weight is like, you don't like, congratulations, you've lost 200 pounds, here's your life, go live it. Now it's like, okay, so you've lost 200 pounds, that's great. You're going to have to lose about 50 more before you can get your skin torn off. And all before that, you need to have your leg broken and your hip replaced. Like, oh, okay. But in 2 years, I assume, we're going to say 2 years from now, I will have a body that fits into clothes. I don't even care what it looks like. I really don't. As long as if I'm able to run around and go to zoos, that's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking to look like a model. And I'm going to have a functioning hip, and all that skin will be gone. And everything else, I'm healthy. I have, I don't smoke. I don't drink that much. I don't do drugs. Like my body is healthy. I'm very, very lucky, very, very blessed that my body is very healthy. And so once these things that I did to myself are fixed, I will have this chance at a life, and all of the dramatics, I'm hoping will flip around and be an inspiration, and like I'll be able to help people. Because one of the things that I know for sure is when you get to be 500 pounds, moving at all hurts. Like right now, moving hurts, but like 2 years ago, I have a video and I may show it sometime of me just trying to, there's like the positions you take pictures for like weight loss, the front and the side. And it was me just trying to stand, turn left, bend forward, and sit back down. And it took me 3 minutes because I was in so much pain and I was so sick. People like that, people like me, usually die because you just get to the point where moving at all hurts. So you just slowly stop moving, and then you slowly stop moving. You know what I mean? And I was so lucky that that didn't happen. I'm so lucky that just like God or the universe, whatever you believe in, like just at that last minute, just kind of swooped in and surrounded me with the kind of support that I needed, and still is. And so I'm very excited. I'm very excited to not be that statistic, but I also, like, I feel like now because I've gone through such a dramatic thing, I feel like there's a story to tell, but also help to be given. You know what I mean? Like, there are people like me, and that's what I like. I want my YouTube channel to succeed because I want it to get to those people. I want them to see my Twitch stream. I want them to see it because I want to be like, look, it's okay. You're going to be able to live, because I am not good at keeping track of calories. I'm not good at, my workouts. I'm not particularly great at being organized or anything like that. And if I was able to do this, surely they can too. And so I just want them to feel hopeful, because I know how much it sucks to not have any hope. And one of the things that I've always taken pride in is my ability to find hope anytime. And there was a point where I lost, like just for a minute or a few months or half a year, that I lost that. And I really got to feel like what it feels like to just really not have hope. And now it's like, I have so much hope, and I'm making plans for a life and a future, and, businesses, and, trying to do this thing where I get to hopefully help other people. I'm thinking of maybe getting a nutritionist license. And once I get to the point where I look healthy enough to be like, hey, I will teach you about nutrition, to help people like lose weight, but not just like lose weight, but like the mental stuff that comes with why you need to lose weight. And I don't even think it's really even just a weight thing. I think it's just in general. I think we all have mental weight. And I don't know, I just want to like love people and see them be okay, because knowing it's possible to be okay from as far as from okay as I was, like I just feel like I have like a duty or a responsibility or a calling or something. I don't know. I just feel like I'm responsible to do that because I don't want anybody to feel the way I felt, you know? So, gosh, I've been talking for like 40 minutes. Thank you for sitting through this. But yeah, that's kind of the scoop. And I have a video I'm working on. I over the last 2 years I've been taking vlogs, like since I was 492. I've been, you know, taking video. So I want to do a thing where I watch that. I don't think I'll be doing it live because it's a lot of videos to click around. And I'll share it, and you know, you can kind of see the progression, because I think talking about it is one thing, but seeing it is another, because I look completely different. My personality is completely different. I used to apologize all the time, like, sorry for talking so long, sorry for being here. I was very, you know, and I still struggle with it. I still feel like I should shut up sometimes. But through great therapy and wonderful friendships, I've really started to take my place in the world and be like, I am allowed to take up space in this world, not just physically, but like, I don't know, socially. That, and if it's good space, and if I'm offering something nice and loving, that I should be happy and proud and not shrink back or feel like I shouldn't say stuff. Because man, don't buttheads feel like they can talk as loud as they want, right? Like those people who are really negative and rude, like they are so happy to be loud and rude, but then like the nice people are always like, I'm sorry. Like, what the heck? That's so stupid. We really need to switch that up. So that's another thing. We're gonna start a revolution of like positivity. Gosh, this sounds silly, but I don't care. Like, there's so many things I want to do, and I'm really excited to do them. And yeah, so that's my spiel. And so yeah, we're in this apartment for the month. And the reason I'm not streaming tomorrow is because at 4 p.m. my brother is coming over, and he will have worked all day, and I don't want to be like, come stream with me. But we're gonna make steaks, and maybe someday we'll do like a stream together, because my brother is the best, and you would love him. But yeah, we're gonna make steaks, and he's bringing me groceries so that I don't have to roll the dice on being able to get them or not, because there's steps to get up into the place. That's the other thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so linear. I'm sorry. One of the things I was scared of when I came to this place was that they have 6 steps coming up into the building, and I didn't realize, like, just like 6 steps. What am I gonna do? Because with the janky hip, like, what do you do? Turns out you watch a video on post-hip replacement surgery, and you watch a little old lady figure out how to walk up steps, and you go, oh, that's how you do it. And so yesterday, in the dark, in the rain, I went up 6 steps. And my brother didn't have to help me. He walked behind me because he's a good brother and wanted to make sure that I was safe. But he didn't have to help me. He didn't have to do anything. He was just there. And that was a big deal, because that felt really good. It felt very like normal and self-sufficient that I was able to do that. Do I hobble around like a penguin? Yes. And I love penguins, so that's super fine with me. But yeah, so tomorrow he's going to come with groceries for me, so I don't have to navigate all of that and carry groceries. And which is going to give him and I time to hang out together and cook and relax, and maybe turn on the big old TV that's in the corner that I haven't touched yet, because I'm still kind of scared to sit down on the couch, because it looks very comfortable and squishy, but when you can't move very well, the first thing you think about anywhere you look is, how will I get up and out of that? And so we're going to do that when we have supervision to make sure it's safe. And I realize that sounds crazy and over anxious, but I'm crazy and over anxious, and someday I won't be, but it's a process. And it's, you know, even now, like I'm walking around, when I walk with the cane, I walk like this. I'm not using it. I just have it. and I don't really need it. It actually slows me down if I try to use it. I don't need it. So I hope I get to the place where I can just leave the cane sitting somewhere and not worry about it. And I hope I get to the point where it's like, if I fall down on the ground, no problem. I got all these muscles now, so I will use them and I will be fine. And then we will start a very great adventure. This stream will be a gaming stream, but it will also be Christy goes to ride dolphins or get on an elephant or pet a tiger or hold a penguin. Okay, that's a lot of animal related things, but like I want to do a lot of animal related things. But I'm going to travel and stuff and just kind of share the journey with everybody because I don't know, people have been investing in me in the last 2 years through being able to. I remember I posted a video of the first 8 steps I took. I literally walked and counted as I walked, and the support I got, people being excited to see me walk 8 steps. And I don't mean up steps, I mean forward, just in general steps. People have been supporting me since that. And now for me to be here doing this is just like, trying super hard because I cry all the time. So I'm trying to like keep it level. I've become a very emotional person, which, you know, that's honest. But when I cry, my nose grows. I'm like Pinocchio in reverse. So I try not to cry if I can help it. But it does mean a lot to me that people have been so supportive and so invested in my success when they don't even know me. Like that has meant the world. So I want to kind of show that their investment was well placed, you know. So that's kind of the scoop. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want to hang out and play some Genshin, or do you want to like me to end the stream? Have been talking your ear off literally for the last 45 minutes. I don't know if Genshin will boot up. That might be a little bit of a question mark. We could give it a try. But I just appreciate you for being here because it's I'm very like reflective today about just like how far things have gone. And I am eventually going to post the video of, you know, kind of like where we were, where we are, how things are, what we've progressed from. But that's going to definitely be Pinocchio Day because it's a lot of emotions wrapped up in all that stuff, you know? So, yeah. Well, maybe I'll shut it down because I don't think Genshin will work, and I don't want to just yammer at you for hours and hours. I haven't gotten used to doing just chatting streams yet. I'm working on it. Even streaming like this has been an exercise in my social anxiety. I don't know if I think I told Angel. I don't know if I did. I think I was going to, but I don't know if I worked up the courage. But a couple of streams, when I would stream, I would start having like a mini panic attack, and I ended stream a couple of times. Like I just felt sick, and I had to like hang up. And the second I stopped streaming, I was okay. And so I'm, as much as I want to say like, hey, I'm totally normal. Look at me. Like apparently still struggling with some of the social stuff, which, you know, that's okay. It's a process. It's not like a light switch. And I mean, 2 years ago, my stomach would freak out just at the thought of having a video call with somebody. And now look at this. I mean, we're doing some stuff. So I'm trying to keep all that in mind. We're doing a lot of things, and there is a capacity to, you know, grow and regress and grow and regress. And apparently I have a little struggle every so often with streaming, but that's okay. I'll get there. And there might be days where I'll just come on stream and mostly just game because I can't do the talking as much, and that's okay too. And I'll figure that part out. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future, and to have a future. Like that was something I didn't think I'd have, and so thanks for being here and cheering me on because it really does help on the days that kind of suck. So I am going to end it here though, just because one, I have to blow my nose, and two, I don't think Genshin will work. But I love you so much, and I'm really, really happy that you're here. If any of this has been helpful or encouraging, I hope it has. And if you're just here to be supportive of me, thank you, because I really couldn't have done it all by myself. And so to have people here cheering me on just means the world. So I love you so much. And if you want to follow me, if you don't already, please do. I'm on all of the things. Sweetserlandia is the Twitch, but Pender Sweets is my everything else. So if you want to follow me, please do. If you don't, that's okay too. I'm just happy you were here today. So I love you. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time. Bye.